Hi, my name's Sal. I'm a member of the Long Island Living History Association. Here I am portraying a German soldier from the end of World War I, 1917, 1918 period, 23rd Infantry Regiment. And my display today is primarily firearms and sidearms from the German Army in World War I. I've got two Mauser Gewehr 98s here, one original, one replica. We've got the dust covered action cover on here for protection. Don't see these a ton.
Hey, how are you?
I've got all three of the Luger variations used by the Army. We have the first variation, actually. This is the PO4 used by the German Navy. They adopted it in 1904 before the Army. It's a 6-inch barrel and has a raised rear sight, and it comes with its own stock holster setup rig that you would wear over your shoulder. And in 1908, the Army officially adopted the base PO8 as its main sidearm. I've got attached here is a lanyard for cavalry units so that when they're riding around on the horse, if they happen to drop the pistol, they don't lose it. And then a dyed black holster after the 1915 order to dye all black and all leather. And then over here, I have the long pistol '08, or the long Langa pistol '08, which is the used by artillery troops. So it's got an 8-inch barrel. It's got its own like slightly larger stock holster rig setup, and it was used primarily. It was used by it was made for the artillery troops, and then as the war went on and shock troops became the new tactics, the new the new tactics, they these became very favored by stormtroopers and shock troopers as a much more compact, fast weapon to use in the very narrow trenches, which was it was much better than the long rifle, long bayonet. Even the carbine rifle was still a bit too long compared to the artillery Luger. They even came out with a 32 round drum magazine to keep for even longer sustained fire. And this magazine was later adapted to be used with the MP-18 submachine gun, which was the first submachine gun ever fielded in large numbers at the very end of the war. Uh, they didn't have Germany at the end of the war didn't have enough resources to produce this gun with the box magazine it was designed with. So they converted it to take these 32 round drum magazines that were used with the pistols. And at the end of the war, the stormtroopers would use the elites, to storm the trenches, especially in the big final campaigns of the war, in the final 100 days and the Kaiserschlacht, where they tried to do one big last push to break the Allies. And then we also have a Mauser C96, which was not officially adopted by the Army, but because of supply issues, they couldn't get enough PO8s, so they ordered about 150,000 C96 pistols and chambered in the PO8's 9mm cartridge. So in order to differentiate from existing C96s, which took 7.92mm or 7.62mm cartridges, 9mm C96s would have a red number 9 engraved on the grip to differentiate them, which has led to them becoming quite a rare collector piece today. Uh, but all three of these were all of basically the main sidearms used by the Army. Before this, it was the Reichsrevolver, which was very old and very outdated. They did a lot of trials to replace that, and yeah, that's pretty much the overview of the main sidearms.
Thank you.
My pleasure.